right, back for the weekly front carry. Give me just a second and see who hops on to watch here. Okay, I see people hopping on now. All right, so the weekly front carry is front cross sling, or also called front cross carry, front double hammock hybrid. This takes a base or longer wrap. And it starts very similar to a front double hammock. So the middle marker starts in the middle of your back. And you want to pull it up nice and snug, almost to armpit level, as you get ready to wrap it. And then you want to bunch it up so the bottom rail is sitting approximately to where your baby's bum will be sitting. Okay, and then our first tail that we're going to pre-tie is the cross pass, which is inside. So what's going to happen is this top rail is going to stay high, and then to hammock it, I like to set my arm inside of it and hold on to the top rail so it doesn't go anywhere, and then pull up the old bottom rail to make the hammock to cross pass, and make sure there's enough room for my kid or my doll to sit inside of it. It is Harry Potter, yes. I'm a huge nerd. Okay. Hi. You want to be wrapped? I think you're too tall for this, but we can try it. Come here. Okay. So with an especially giant first grader, I'm going to set this bottom rail all the way down in front of my hips. I need you to step aside, please. Just over there. And make sure I leave plenty of room in my hammock to cross pass for big old long legs. Then I'm going to take my shoulder here and I'm going to twist it to keep it away from my neck. So I'm going to bring the top rail that's next to the child under to make the shoulder twisted. So top rail under, and then spread it across my back and pin it in the front. So we have a flip here to hammock, and we have a flip here to keep it out of my neck and his face. Then I'm going to make sure my top rail is still nice and high. And now I'm going to create the sling pass on this side that makes it lean proof. So I'm going to keep my bottom rail nice and low here. And I'm going to hold my top rail in my teeth, and I'm going to hold my bottom rail where it needs to be and flip it up over my shoulder to arrange it neatly. So this ensures that I have plenty of room in the pocket for the giant first grader who wants to snuggle. And so I'll be able to pop this up and over his head pretty easily. And I'm leaving plenty of room in the top rail to be able to pop it up and over his head too, because I can always work that extra slack out and over my shoulder if I need to.
Mama.
So then I've got, and I've got my shoulder that's twisted here, and I'm going to make sure it's neatly arranged with the top rail out at the tip of my shoulder there, and then spread it over my back and bring it around to the front and tie a half knot way down low so it's out of my way. Then I can insert the giant kid. So I'm going to pull this pass back and out of the way. And
walking downstairs
when we're done. Yes. Now I'm gonna pick up the giant kid and fold him into thirds to get his leg through this
Mommy,
pass.
are you trying to make me fit in a suitcase?
Yeah, pretty much. So again, just one leg goes through here.
Mama?
Wiggle your foot out there.
I got it.
You're too big for this. This is silly. All right, then I'm gonna move him over to my front. And, oh my goodness, you're as tall as I am. Keep your legs up. I'm gonna bring the top rail out across his back.
Whoa. Is this whoa? This is
Nice and high.
super tiny.
And then I'm gonna reach between us and bring this bottom rail up.
Ow! You poked me.
I'm sorry. Bring the bottom rail up and spread it nice and high in between us so it supports both of his extremely long spider legs. Dude, you are way too heavy for this. Okay, then I'm gonna pull all the slack from this side out into the outer pass and have him dive through it. Put your head in.
Ow!
There we go. You want to take your glasses off?
Yeah.
Okay, put them down on the bench. Okay. Okay. Wrap your legs around me, please. I feel like we're having a wrestling match and I'm losing, dude. Okay. All right. Wrap your legs around me, please. Okay. Then I can spread this down to support him.
Ow. Ew.
You're too tall.
Ooh,
There we go. Whew. And make the second seat. Okay. And then I can tighten. So, to tighten, you move all the slack from the back to the front. So you lift up on your cross pass on this side and your outer pass on this side and pull forward to tighten it across your back. Don't flop over to the side, please. And to move more under the seat. Stop.
Oh.
Okay, then I can undo the half knot and bring it over both of these big old long legs. Hi. And start to do my tightening. So everything goes from your back forward through your passes and then up over your shoulders to tighten. So you can pull up
Mama,
at each
did you
shoulder.
realize you did this over my arms?
And then wiggle the shoulder.
Hey!
So you can actually lift up the entire carry too, if they're too low. And lift up on their bum and pull out on your tail.
Ow. Mommy, when you're finished with this, can you take me down?
But that moves all the slack forward and out of the passes. And you can also pull with your hand up here, if you find any, in the middle. And then pull it out on this side, strand by strand. So again, pull up at your shoulder to work the slack that's across their back. And then wiggle and pull over here to tighten it. And then, if you can reach around their giant bum here, you tie your knot.
Mama.
And then bounce and yank to tighten it up between you.
Whoa. Whoa. Ow.
To pin the outer seat, and then finish with your double knot.
Ah. Ow.
Ow, did I jam it into your leg when I was trying to tie it? I'm sorry. And that's how you tie this carry with a first grader who is
6 years old.
Half your height, or sorry, half your weight and 2/3 your height. If he straightened his legs right now, they would drag on the floor. But, are you comfy?
No.
You're not comfy?
This is more of a carry for Ian.
This is more of a carry for people who aren't as tall as mommy, yeah. But you could ride in this carry if you needed to, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I suppose. You want to snuggle now?
Ow. I want to get
You
down.
want to get down? All right, wave bye-bye.
Bye.
If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments here. In fact, I'm going to take you out and wrap a smaller doll because it shows the technique better.
Oh, ow. Can I have a treat?
You already had a treat.
Oh, well, no, I haven't.
Yes, you did.
When?
You got to have special cereal.
Ow.
Okay, step out.
Ow.
Put your feet down.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, can we watch something downstairs?
When I'm done.
No.
All right, let's reset here without the giant kid. Yes, he's all leg. He is a big, tall, leggy snuggle monster, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go back and watch Mighty Machines with your brother. Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you're just gonna lay there on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me reset this. Get your feet out of the wrap, please. And move over so I don't step on you. Inchworm your way across the floor until you're out of the wrapping zone. All right. Let's try this again. So, we're going to flip to create the hammock to cross pass here. Holding the bottom rail where baby's bum would naturally land. And then flip again, but taking the top rail under to get it out of your neck up at the shoulder. So you're actually flipping twice in opposite directions. There. And then outer pass, it's gonna come across the front. And I'm gonna hold the top rail in my teeth and hold the bottom rail at where baby's bum would normally sit. Please do not do anything with motors right now. I'm trying to talk. Please take it to your room if you want to build. Okay, so I've left enough room in my outer pass to be able to pop it over the baby's head. And then I'm gonna arrange my shoulder so the top rail is, or so the old top rail, new bottom rail is on the outside here. And then spread it across my back. And now I'm gonna insert the much more compliant demo doll. Tie a nice low half knot to get it out of my way. pull my top pass out and tuck it up under my armpit here to keep it out of the way.
Mommy, this doesn't really hold together.
Okay, go build it in your room, please. All right, I'm gonna spread my top rail up nice and high before I put the kid in, or the doll. And no, I'm wrapping the doll. Put one leg through, because this is our cross pass. And then spread the top rail out and up across their back as far as possible. And pushing any slack I find in the top rail across my back toward the other tail. Then reach through and pull this bottom rail up between you as high as you can, and then up on your back as high as you can. And then pull any slack that you moved this way tight across your back before popping the outer pass over their head and spreading it down into the seat. Okay, so now the baby's in both passes, and now I can tighten. So the first thing you do is you take the cross pass here up between you and the top rail on this side, and you pull up and forward all the way through the width of the wrap. So that's bearing weight. Then move the slack up to each shoulder through both passes and untie your knot. And then you can bring your passes over baby's legs and strand by strand tighten, reaching behind you and wiggling your shoulder to move the slack out of the pass. So again, reach back behind you over here and push with your shoulder to move the slack so it goes down across your back, like that. Again, take this tail and reach back behind you so you're not pulling around two corners. So I'm pulling on this side and wiggling, pushing with my shoulder on this side to move everything out of the pass and down my back. You can even pull out with both tails if you need to. If you need to hike up the carry. And again, if you find slack in the back pass, you can pin these tails and pull forward on both sides, and then walk it out of your pass at the shoulder and strand by strand tighten again on each side to get the slack out before you tie your knot under your bum. So you should feel very, very little weight on top of your critter hair. You should feel very little weight on top of your shoulders if you have tightened this carry correctly. Most of the weight should be sitting spread all the way out across your back in this widespread back pass here. All right, so this is front cross sling or front cross carry and front double hammock hybrid. And my demo doll is not compliant and popped the seat on one side. The reason it's called the hybrid carry is because there's a cross pass on the inside and the sling pass on the outside. So this is a widespread cross pass that should be supporting from knee to knee, but my demo doll doesn't like to cooperate. And it's hammocked up in between us. So you can see right there, it's pulled up nice and wide. So it, again, is theoretically supporting from knee to knee if my demo doll would cooperate. And then we've got the sling pass that's on the outside that provides the lean protection and makes it nice and snuggly for napping. All right, if you have any questions still, if you're watching this after the fact, please feel free to comment and I will answer your questions. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye-bye, everyone.